Hello, Peter. It is such a privilege having you on board this small afternoon talking to me. Guys, welcome Peter Marezana from Chef Marezana Foods. This young man is a visionary. He started a new business in the pandemic and he's doing incredibly. Peter, welcome. Tell us about it.
Thank you, Bernie. Not much to say really. Just started it last year after the first lockdown. It's named after myself, so you can tell that I took ages trying to name it. Oddly enough, I am a chef, and the company's called Chef Marezana Foods. And I'm quite proud to be in a position now where there's a team of 5 of us, and we're just, working really hard at the minute.
Yes. And when he says working really hard, he's not really telling you all of what he's doing. No, this company is currently already producing, and they are actually supplying independent stores across Wales. Mention some of the names that you're supplying, Peter.
You can currently find us in Nice's, Budgeons and Londises.
Yes, Nisa, Budgeons, Londises, and which other one?
There's about 150 of those within South Wales. So effectively independent retailers for the most part, you can find us along the M4 stretch.
150 independent suppliers. Yes. So that is like an understatement when he says, oh, we've just been working during the pandemic. He's doing brilliantly. And what I love about this business, and any business that does really well, usually starts out of a need, and it usually starts out of something that resonates with the person who launched it. And isn't that what happened with your business, Peter? Tell us about how it started.
Oh gosh. As I'm sure you're aware, during the pandemic, baking took off really, really highly. There was a shortage in terms of yeast, flour, all of those ingredients. Our cake mixes are fantastic in that they're suitable for people both gluten-free and vegan. And all you have to do is add water and sunflower spread, which is actually in quite abundance during those times. So yeah, I mean, it spawned out of a need. It was absolutely ideal at the time at which I launched. So I'm quite fortunate in that regard.
Yes, and you do 30,000, currently 30,000 products a month, and it's like dried fruits. Tell us, in fact, show us. I mean, it's incredible. I had him showing me stuff before we started. There you go. Bring it. I'm going to pin the video so they see. There we go. Right. So that's the banana snacks. That's dried fruits. Yes. So we're looking for healthy snacks for your kids' lunch boxes. Kiwi snacks.
We do a range of 5 actually. We also do apples, we do mangoes, and what else do we do? Apples, mangoes, we do pineapples as well.
Awesome. That's incredible. And I know you have a vision for the big retailers. Watch his face, guys. He has a vision, and this is a man who has a vision when he tends to fulfill his vision. So yes, I know you're looking as well to go into at least another 1,000 stores by next March. That's your aim?
That's our goal. We're currently on target. We're about 20% of the way there now.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Brilliant. And are you thinking of going outside of the Wales as well? Or are you just keeping all your wonderful things for Wales?
Oh, certainly. We're definitely looking to go into England next, starting with the West Midlands and then branching out from there.
Awesome. So are you originally a Welshman, or did you come across from England to us? You're born here in Wales?
Gosh, no. I was born in a country called Zimbabwe.
Yes. Oh, I know you're from African descent, but a lot of people from African descent actually were born here in Wales.
But no, I was born in a country called Zimbabwe. I moved to Hertfordshire at 3 months old, which is obviously England. And then I moved to Wales about 6 years ago. Great place to surf. And I just asked, how much is a house here? And just started from there, basically. So
you moved because you loved surfing?
Yes.
Wow. Isn't that incredible? And then you bought a house because it was so much, I'm sure it's so much more affordable than in Hertfordshire. But we have that in common, Peter, because I actually I am originally from Jamaica, but I moved on from Bradford to Wales because I just absolutely fell in love with it as well in year 2006, and I have no intention of leaving. My heart is here. Yes, fantastic. So what would you say then, Peter, to people who are coming out of the pandemic, who have a dream, have a desire to do something, what would you tell them?
I would say do your research, and the sky's the limit. Effectively, you're only limited by your own limitations. Give it a go. And if you are doing something right and providing value to somebody, then people will be willing to pay for it.
Awesome. That's incredible. Yes, do your research, because it's business is serious, you know. Yeah, but then the sky is the limit. So I love that, because you have to keep your feet on the ground with your eye on the prize. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And it's all about also who you can have around you in your world, community as well. Not listening to the naysayers, because I'm sure people were when you said you were going to start a business in the pandemic. Did you have some naysayers?
Several to say the least. A lot of the high street banks don't necessarily always reflect the most optimism, but obviously because they've seen companies fail. The main thing is obviously keep in mind why it is that you're doing and who it is that you're trying to reach. And if you feel as though your product could actually meet that need, meet that gap, then by all means go ahead and put it out there,
Exactly. It's what's the problem that you're solving? What's the pain that you're easing? If there's a problem and you have the solution, you've got a good business plan. Just do your work and keep an eye on the prize. I love that. And sky is the limit. Absolutely fantastic. So Peter, how can people get your product? How can they get in touch with you?
Oh gosh, you can visit the website, which is chefmarezana.co.uk. That's Marezana. Failing that, you can visit any of the Nices in and around South Wales. In fact, there's 28 stores in and around the Swansea area, which you can go to, and you'll find our product there.
So any Nisa, go on his website. But do you have a platform where you can purchase on your website?
Yes,
no?
we do have
awesome. So you can purchase on the website, but then you can just, pardon?
It's free delivery.
And free delivery. Awesome. And you can just pop into your local Nisa, Londis, and what's the other one? Budgeons. Awesome. That's incredible. 150 locations so far that you can get his products, but you can certainly get it online on his website, free delivery. And watch his space in March 2022, because this is a man who does what he plans. He will be in up to 1,000 stores across Wales. How incredible. What a way to celebrate this new Black History Month and this new project that I am so pleased to be spearheading with Margaret Ogombanu, which is bridging the gap between finance and opportunity for Black-owned businesses. And this is a businessman who has funded his business himself, and he is doing things, and things are coming to him now. What a fantastic way to celebrate this month of industry for Black people. Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you. I'm so proud of what you're doing, and keep going. Any last words? I'll give you the last word.
Effectively, we're a people who are meant to build things. That's literally what we come down to. And I think that now more so than ever, with information being available in the way that it is, I'd like to see more of us succeed. And if anything, I appreciate your efforts. And yeah, I'd like to see us win. That's it,
awesome.
Really.
Thank you. See, we're people that love to build things. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Peter.
Thanks for having me.